Sweet.
Sweet.
The least energetic sweet of all time.
Sweet. Sweet. Fucking missing normality. My name is Aaron, joined as always with Travis from Howie Games and Cody.
I almost spilled my coffee on my mic.
And Cody from Stealing Life.
People,
how are you? How is life? How are we doing?
How we doing?
I beat you to it.
You did. I'll give it to you.
We're once again back again in the world of the living.
Would you say that we're back and we're better than ever?
Yes.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
I would.
Why are we
Do
saying
they
that?
have to face the facts? And something else that rhymes with ever?
Something, yeah.
I don't know what the other words are.
I don't get the reference.
Somebody does.
Somebody does.
Joel, I'm talking to you.
So our one listener, Joel, he knows.
You're the
Or
reason
maybe
we do
Johnny
this.
D knows. Johnny D's always there.
No, I don't think Johnny D's a wrestling boy.
You don't know that. He wasn't he?
He did bring up the figure 4, but he thought that was a jiu-jitsu move, so I don't know what shape
Yeah, I was
his
gonna
brain
say,
is in.
wasn't he a jujitsu boy?
I don't know how that boy's brain works.
Well, his brain's probably 4-shaped, right?
He's a beautiful man. That's all I know.
Beautiful man. You don't know Johnny D.
I don't even know if Johnny D's a man, actually.
Yeah, that's sexist.
I assumed his gender.
You know what?
Hip. Uh-oh.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny? They just reformatted the 4473s, which is the form you have to fill out in order to get a gun. And they just updated it to where in the gender part, it goes male, female, and then non-binary. I'm like, that's on a federal fucking form now. I'm like, okay. I didn't realize it was going to go
My
that far.
question is,
but okay.
why does it matter if you know what I identify as when I'm buying a gun?
I have a dumber question. What?
Okay, yeah.
What does non-binary mean? I've never understood that. I've always heard it.
Okay.
And I'm like, what is
So
that?
Cody,
Binary,
Cody,
bi
okay, let
means
me
two.
explain.
I know what binary is.
Right, so it's one or the other.
so there's
Yeah,
two
but-
genders.
Okay. But how, so you're
Then
just nothing?
when you say non-binary, it means that you don't really acknowledge either.
Okay.
it basically just, it's an other.
Other.
Yeah.
Okay. Because that used to
Yeah.
be an option on forums, was other.
Not for gender.
Yeah. Or prefer not to say or something like that.
Oh, yeah. But that was on, like, non-federal forms.
I guess so, yeah. I just always was confused because
I wonder if they're going to update medical forms.
I thought that's what that meant, non-binary. But I was
I
like,
think
what?
medical forms might be a little bit different because
They'd have to ask sex, I think.
it would matter. Like, they'd probably be
Well,
like,
yeah,
what
that's-
was your born sex?
Well, that's different, right?
Yeah.
Isn't gender and sex, like, they've separated
Gender,
that now?
yeah. I guess when we were young kids, gender used to be used interchangeably
Wow, we're
with
old.
sex.
Mm-hmm.
When we're old, but and now it's not used interchangeably.
That
Gender is
fucking
different
cop,
from sex.
I just can't with that cop.
Is this going to turn into the most offensive podcast
It
ever?
already
We don't
is
even know.
when
It's
I said
not
I didn't know what
offensive.
non-binary was.
We're not saying that it's wrong to
No.
feel like that you need
I
to
just-
be picking non-binary.
I
I'm
always
just
felt
We're
really
just uneducated. We don't know what all this
Definitely.
means.
Because I would see people say, like, I'm non-binary, and I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? And I don't want to ask anybody because, like, I'm stupid.
right.
You don't want to get in trouble,
Right, right.
Yeah, that, and I don't want to show people how stupid I am, so I'll just do it on the podcast.
Yeah, because we
So you
never
can show
judge
the
for
whole
being
internet.
stupid because
Yeah.
we're stupid.
Well, then I could act like it was part of a show, even though it wasn't. I'm stupid. I don't know what that means.
But since it's still
Yeah,
on the
but
show,
like, what is
it's
it?
still
What does
just
it matter?
yeah.
What you identify as
Check.
when you're buying a gun?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Wait.
Like, because shouldn't that be a sex question?
Wait, what?
Like, so they can identify you, not.
He said, what does
Yep.
it matter what you identify as when you're buying a gun? Which I also am confused by that.
Perhaps it's something to do with like what they're going to expect to see.
Yeah, but if you...
But if he,
we're treading water
Okay,
here.
never mind.
We're
I know. That question right there started going down a bad
We're
path.
getting into the dangerous town.
Welcome to Dangerous
We're
Town.
not there
Population
yet.
us.
We're like one intersection away. We can see the danger.
We can see the sign
We can
for
see it.
Welcome to Danger Town.
Yeah. Right now we have the choice to keep going or to turn around.
I think we're just going to sit right here. We're not going to turn around.
Just look at
but
it.
We're just going to sit right
We're
here.
gonna
and
look at the sign. We're just gonna peek at it, and be like,
We're just gonna people watch in Danger Town.
It's like, oh, that
we're
was
just
a bad
watching some
idea.
people go in, some people come out.
Yeah, see what
Oh, I
happens.
shouldn't have gone there.
Oh,
Don't go to
man.
Danger Town. Never go to Danger Town. You can never come
So,
back
yeah,
from
like
Danger
honestly,
Town.
I think the question should be sex if on a federal form, because like unless they're looking for like personal information, like, oh, we're trying to find out more about you, shouldn't it be like,
Well, they're
So-
trying to match
okay.
you with your gun, right? Make sure your personality's
The
matched.
problem is I already feel like those forms are a little fucked up because there's two sections for ethnicity, right? There's one section where it's like, oh yeah, you know, it gives you all these options for like, what do you identify as? And then it gives you a ton of options, select as many as you want, right? But then before that,
select all that apply?
I mean, technically almost everyone on the planet now can select them all. And it's like, there's probably a part of you that's in there, right?
Yeah, probably.
But then above that, there's like Hispanic or non-Hispanic, and it's its own question. And like that,
Yeah.
seems a little fucky. Doesn't that seem a little fucky?
That one was from Trump.
Yeah.
Are you
No.
Mexican?
So I was
No,
confused.
that was way before that, but
That's funny though.
that is funny.
I was confused too because the what's it called just happened, the census.
Yep.
Yeah.
They tried
And-
so hard to get us to do it like 15 times.
Well, we did it. We went online to do
Oh,
the thing.
dude, they're
We did that too.
fucking
And then they came to our door.
Same. We did it online and then, they kept
we
coming.
did it with them.
Yeah.
And then they came back.
Same.
I mean,
Really annoying.
Yeah.
But Hispanic's not an option.
I didn't do it.
wait, what?
Hispanic's not an option.
It's not even an option.
No, they wouldn't let you choose Hispanic.
But
Wait,
my wife
Yeah.
and your girlfriend,
Yeah.
both Hispanic.
When she did
oh,
it,
let's be real.
she-
It's pretty much his wife at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
Shit.
shit.
I like how he said it is pretty much his wife at this point.
Well, I don't want to assume her gender.
Well, I appreciate that. Apparently, you can't assume that she's Hispanic either because, yeah, she tried to do it and it just wasn't an option.
You're not allowed to be Mexican.
And she like asked and was like, "Well, what do I do?
I mean,
I'm Hispanic."
Well, okay, I'm curious to say what did they give her? What did they allow her to
I
do?
don't remember. I don't know. Was there like an other? Because that's probably what it was.
you know, it's funny on the federal
can she
form.
be an Apache helicopter?
Nice. On the federal form, there's no other. It goes like Pacific Islander, Asian, African, and then so on and so forth. But there's no other, and then it just gets down to white. And then so a person who is from any Mexican province, right? That they have, if they're just Mexican, that's it, right? They have no option but to go Hispanic and then white. And, you know, some people are, I mean, obviously a little offended. Like, I don't want to pick white because you have to pick something on there. I'm like,
I don't wanna
I'm
pick
not
white either.
white, you know?
But I
Is
have
that
to.
is that what Mexican is? Is it Hispanic and white? You just throw those two together?
Well,
I guess so.
I mean, obviously, definitely not.
That's what the federal government says it is. I
according to
guess
the
it's
federal
right.
government.
Apparently, yeah.
I guess
They got
so.
them scientists in there. It's like, well, you got to be something besides Mexican.
You must be
You
white.
can't just be Mexican.
You got to be white.
Everybody's got a little bit
You
of
know what?
white.
You know what? You're just a little white over there.
Remember that sign to
what we're
Danger
gonna do.
Town? It just got a little closer to
We're
us.
pulling up to it.
We're standing under the sign. looking up at it now.
we got out of the car and we're looking at it now. Standing, I might be dancing my little tippy toe.
Yep.
Just over the
Your
line
big
there.
toe is crossing the line.
Yeah.
Aaron's throwing rocks at it.
That's Danger Town right there.
Right there's Danger Town, guys. You gotta be white.
You gotta be white.
I just don't understand like the forms. Like, why are you going to ask these questions for a gun? What do you need to know that for?
Yeah. Well, I mean, like right after that, it gets to all the important ones. Have you ever been convicted of an act of domestic violence? Things like that. Like important questions.
Yeah. Sounds like a good idea to have on the form.
And then there's so many questions on there that I'm like, I don't know why these are on here. Like, have you ever been an unlawful user of marijuana?
Oh, wow.
I'm like, it's like,
yeah,
pretty much everywhere. Nobody fucking cares.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. And
especially in Nevada. Like,
have you ever cheated at Scrabble? Oh, you can't have a gun.
like technically, you could like if you went and filled out a form, one day you would have been like, yes, I was an illegal user of marijuana, and then the next day you'd be like, no, not today.
Yeah,
actually, the law changed.
That's when you get an ATF guy coming down and audited all your forms in the entire store.
Who answers yes to that question?
Yeah, I'd be like, oh yeah, I smoked the weed.
It's happened.
Really?
Yep. And
who willingly just gives themselves up?
The thing is like he's just. The guy was just trying to be honest. He's like, yeah, I mean, I don't want to lie on a federal form, right? It's like I did it once, you know, and then
the government will know.
And then I legit, I was just like, I like put my head in my hands, and I'm like, man, I'm sorry, I can't sell you a firearm.
I've like admitted it before, but that was when I went to like.
Oh,
the hospital.
you can't sell it to them if they've said yes to the weeds.
That's why it's on there.
Yeah. Because federally, it's still illegal.
That's dumb as fuck.
That's what I'm saying. Why would you willingly give yourself up?
Yeah. And it's stupid. It's really, really stupid. And
so if I tried to come buy a gun from you, Aaron, just because you know my past, would you be like, nope, can't sell to you?
I will definitely lie and say that I never never knew.
It's back to the whole, like, you just don't admit shit.
Yeah, fuck that.
Because you don't have to.
Yeah.
Who's going to prove it? You know?
Yeah, that one's stupid.
Unless Travis does it. He's like, he knew I did the illegal marijuana, so he gave me a gun.
Oh, see what? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and I'm going to buy a gun from Aaron, right? And then I'm going to sue the company and be like, he knew I smoked the weed.
I smoked the weed, man.
I smoked the weed and he saw me do it.
I'm going to sue you for me smoking the weed.
And I'm going to smoke that weed while I'm doing it.
And I'm not even going to tell you what I identify as.
Oh, well. I feel like he's a foot into Danger Town now. Oh, boy.
And the only person who can get in trouble for it is me.
Yeah. So I can,
a good point.
Real quick, if we're done with Danger Town for the moment.
I'd like to be,
back
yes.
up. We can pull
back. Let's just put it in reverse.
Yeah, just
back up a
little bit. I just discovered Cobra Kai on Netflix.
Oh, yeah. That's on its second season now, isn't it?
Yeah, I just finished the second season.
Yeah.
Finished both.
I feel like I've heard those words before, but I have no idea.
Karate Kid.
Was it good?
Yeah.
No, not you big stupid.
I'm trying to get Travis to remember, because I'm sure you've seen Karate Kid, right?
The original one, not the new one.
Wax on, wax off?
Yes.
Yes.
Long time ago.
Yeah, well, the bad guys were Cobra Kai. It was the karate dojo.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. I believe you.
So,
Mean
okay.
guy.
So the new show is about Cobra Kai reopening. Johnny Lawrence, reopens Cobra Kai 30 years after the original or whatever. The show is fucking fantastic, dude. It is so good.
Isn't it supposed to be a bad thing? Cobra Kai was the bad guys, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But now they're taking it from the perspective of Johnny Lawrence opening up Cobra Kai again. And
what angle are they playing? Is it like a serious thing, or are they like just kind of making fun of it? Like,
it's a lot like Karate Kid. So it's got like the drama, but it's also funny. It's a comedy, but it's got the serious like emotion and stuff in it.
Wow. Well, good for them.
And it's actually really well done, because it kind of follows Johnny Lawrence, who was the bad guy in the blonde kid in the movie.
Yeah.
And he's reopening it because his life has just been shit ever since the tournament.
It's Barney Stinson's favorite guy ever. Sorry, I had to throw that out there.
No, I like it. I like it.
Was that from
yes.
God,
yes.
What was that show?
It's that, yes.
How I Met Your
that
Mother.
show.
Yeah.
Him.
Yep.
What?
I started watching that because Aaron liked it, and it was really good.
It's a good show.
It's an amazing show.
So it follows Johnny because his life has gone to shit. He's just stuck in the past, and he blames everything that he's done wrong in his life on Daniel Crane kicking him in the face,
Right.
and losing the karate tournament when he was 17, which is kind of funny, but
It's pretty funny.
That's what happens when you get Crane kicked
but you know,
in the
he tries
face.
to like turn his life around and everything, and he opens up Cobra Kai again.
Yes.
But he's like a dick.
Of
He's an
course.
asshole still.
Yeah.
So like
Nothing's
the way
changed.
he's teaching these kids is just like, don't be a pussy. And he's just like punching teenagers in the face. Like, just beating
This
the
is what
shit
would
out of
happen if
kids
Cody opened a gym.
constantly. Yeah. I kind of feel like it is my future story. But it is really fucking well done. If anybody has any interest in martial arts or liked the movie Karate Kid, that fucking show is fucking fantastic. It's so good. And it makes you forget that karate actually sucks. Because it makes it look like karate's badass.
Right.
It is not at all. But the show does a good job.
Karate-
It's terrible, but you know.
I knew how to do a roundhouse kick because I was a yellow belt. Fuck you, karate's awesome.
No, karate is...
You were a yellow belt?
Of course he was.
I was a yellow
You
belt.
sign up, they give you a fucking black belt, so...
No, you have to sit blindfolded in a dark room and touch yourself.
That makes sense.
That's not karate.
Yeah, I agree with that.
That's what they told me that we were doing. Wait a minute, that's not karate.
Karate is like...
I wasn't very good at it. I only got a yellow belt.
Honestly, when it comes to martial arts, karate is almost useless. But the show makes it look really cool. So it's well done. But it's cool. And I just discovered it came out like a couple years ago, I guess. The first season.
Yeah, it was quite a while ago. I didn't know if they were going to do a second season or not.
Yeah, and the third one is coming out on Netflix in January. So...
Because it was originally a YouTube Red thing, right?
Yeah.
That's why I saw it so much and
then
I knew
think,
about it.
I don't know if YouTube Red is still a thing anymore.
Does anybody buy YouTube
Yeah.
Red? Has
Well,
anybody
I know
ever used
YouTube
that?
Premium is a thing, but I don't think...
I have it. I'm raising my hand to no one,
Right,
but
to nobody.
I have it mostly because I hate commercials with a burning passion.
Yeah, well, I
also,
know YouTube Premium's a thing, but I don't think they do like the Red original shows anymore.
they do.
Do they?
They do. But they just call it like a premium show or
'Cause they
whatever.
all suck. Except for,
Not
like,
all of them. The
the
Vsauce
only
one was amazing. But you know that's not your thing. I get that
No.
because you know
The only
you don't like to
one-
think.
I like to think.
No,
you
you
piece
don't
of
fucking.
shit.
You don't like to
The
think.
the only
You're
one I heard
such
about
a
was Cobra
fucking
Kai, and then
non-thinker.
Netflix bought it. So
Yeah, Netflix does go in there like, hey, I'll pay you more money.
well, and it's funny too because it's a Netflix original now. But like,
Get wrecked.
it didn't start.
That's not
there.
true.
Right.
I think the first season was
That's
YouTube
not
Red,
true.
right? And then the second was Netflix, which is funny because the first season was way better than the second season. The second season was
Well,
good.
what I
but-
don't...
Huh?
Like, the only thing I ever watched on YouTube Red, dude, like, Scare PewDiePie. I think that was it.
I watched that, and it wasn't great.
Yeah, that was fun.
I watched.
It was okay.
What was the Rhett and Link one? Buddy System.
Buddy
Oh, I
System.
didn't watch
I watched
Yeah,
that.
I like that
wasn't
one.
good.
But I kind of figured that.
I liked it.
Yeah, I like Rhett and Link,
I love them. Yeah.
right? But them trying to approach something that serious, I could tell was not going to turn out that well.
I think the problem was, and this happens to a lot of really smart, really funny people, is when you have ideas and then there's like no rules.
Mm-hmm.
When you're just allowed to do your ideas and you have full control. Sometimes we need to be told our ideas are stupid.
Yeah.
And a lot of that show was just, that's something that could have been cut.
Yeah.
Like, that's something that could have been tweaked, and you didn't have to go this stupid with it.
And it's hard
Happens
to
Adam Sandler a lot.
yeah, that's true. It's
Yeah, that's
it's
true.
especially when as he got bigger, people started trusting him more. You know, and it's like, well, you know, you need other people's opinions.
Yeah.
And
You get to this point where, like, oh, you can do what you want now, but you probably shouldn't all the time.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of Adam Sandler's recent movies have been hot garbage.
yeah, just the worst.
Yeah. Because it's just all, and he's a really funny, really talented
Oh,
guy.
yeah.
But it's just when you have nobody holding you back on the stupid shit that you and your friends think is funny, like our shithole of a podcast.
Yep.
You know, it's not for everybody. So
Definitely not. Although I do think
Well,
it's
that's
much
the thing
better
is
than an Adam
especially a lot of, I think a lot of
Adam
inside humor.
Sandler movie.
Oh, I'm
I'd say
sorry.
Savage.
Are you talking?
it was good.
Yeah, no,
no,
it's
go ahead. He was working through something. He got
Yeah, my brain was like,
what were you saying, Travis?
Oh, okay. Like it went really quiet for a minute. That was weird.
It wasn't weird. He just started
but-
talking quiet.
Oh,
maybe my
No, I think you were just talking quiet because you were trying to figure out words.
wait. Everyone shut up for a second. Wait.
Yeah, shut up on the podcast.
No,
We're talking.
shut up. Check. Okay, no, it's good. Never mind.
I told you. Didn't tell us to shut up.
But I think a lot of what happens then is a lot of inside humor sneaks through.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Like shit that we would find funny amongst our friend group because we know a backstory behind it.
Yeah.
But everybody else was just kind of like, that was really fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Because like Jess watches the podcast every once in a while and she thinks it's hilarious. But I could imagine definitely for someone who doesn't know us or anything like that, they're just like, what?
A lot of it's really stupid.
Yeah, it's so stupid. But
that's why podcasts are great, because if you get people that listen to like all of them,
77 episodes.
yeah, like I listen to Dynamic Banter and they're on like episode 270 or something like
We're
that.
catching them.
We're getting there. Even though, we're both weekly, so I don't think we're ever going to catch them. But
Come on, man. Don't math me out of this one. I'm excited.
at this point, 270 some odd episodes into Dynamic Banter, every episode is just, what's the word, like an amalgamation of Dynamic Banter at this point.
It's all in jokes.
If that's your first episode, you have no idea what's going on. But for somebody like me that's listened to every episode, my brain explodes with happiness because it's so funny to me.
Right. So all the in jokes are you're either in the joke or you're out of the joke and you have no idea what's going on.
Yeah. And,
That's why they call
I
them
feel like
in
that's what
jokes.
happened. I was disappointed in Buddy System because I like Rhett and Link.
Yeah.
And I was so excited to watch
I
that.
still get people messaging me every now and then
Telling you
questioning
that
why
the
I'm an
podcast is stupid.
just questioning why I'm an avid Bernie supporter.
Yeah, see, that's one of those things that like we do that
is
so
it
much.
is it serious? So they're like, why are you actually like super into Bernie? Like what are his politics?
No, yeah, they'll ask me questions like, what about his platform do you think is interesting? And
So funny. Which
like,
that's even more funny
it's
to me.
a meme. Okay.
It's even more funny to me because like of the three of us, the only one that supported him was me. Mm-hmm. And Travis has just taken it and it's become like his identity on the show.
And people just ask me like, why are you so supportive of Bernie Sanders? I'm like, he's my boy.
He's my boy.
He's my boy.
He never lets you down.
I like how you
He's
support
my
the
mans.
meme with more meme.
Of course he would. It's Travis. His life is a meme.
Well, like if you can't figure out that I'm joking about something, I just keep going.
It's more fun that
Yeah,
way.
you don't want to explain the joke. That makes it way less funny.
Yeah.
Way less funny.
So, anyways, watch Cobra Kai. I don't know how we got off of that, but
you know how this
I don't
podcast
remember.
exists.
Oh, okay, that. I thought you meant literally I know how, and
Oh,
I
no,
don't.
that-
Other than this
we'd never be able to retrace those
shithole of a
steps.
podcast.
There is no amount of science that could do that.
You know what I found on the internet the other day?
I don't think I want to know.
Porn?
That's what I was thinking.
Yes, actually, but
Some
in
weird
between my
porn.
porn searches,
Okay. In between.
Yes.
I came across
Does that
started
like
with
the
porn and
gorillas.
ended with
Yeah,
porn,
does
but
that
this was in
mean-
between.
There was like a climax, and then he stopped for a bit, and then did it again, or he like was going, took a break, then finished.
Nobody takes a break.
Sometimes I get bored halfway in beteen. Like I'm just like, there's,
Okay. Loses interest.
I'm like,
He's a slow cranker.
maybe look at some stuff.
Slow cranker. I want a shirt that says I'm a slow cranker, and it's a guy.
Have you ever
at,
been-
like a Resident
have you
Evil
been just,
crank thing? You know the wheels.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh God. Have you ever been just like tired and like halfway through you're like starting to fall asleep?
What are we talking about?
No,
I genuinely got lost. What are we
About
talking?
slow cranking.
Oh, slow crank. Oh, you fall asleep while you're slow cranking?
It just
Yeah, sometimes you're just like,
choosing your timing on such things seems
Yeah.
very interesting. If you're like super tired, like why are you going for
Why
it?
are you cranking?
Yeah,
Cranking is an
'Cause you
awake
gotta.
activity.
yeah.
It's a record you have to maintain, right?
It's a record. What are you fucking
Yeah.
in the crank world
So
championships?
there's a
I've gone
chick-
11 years without
Without missing a crank.
I'm a multi crank a day, 5 a day for as long as I've been in
11
puberty.
He's gonna be in the World Crank Hall of Fame.
Oh,
Oh, God.
Jesus!
Wasn't that a movie?
But no,
Crank.
what I actually found was the gorillas.
Yeah, it wasn't good. Gorillas?
Gorillas? Were they cranking it?
No, the band the gorillas.
Oh,
yeah.
were they cranking it?
I mean, they usually do.
Wait, remind me who the Gorillas are again. I know who they are. But, okay,
Feeling glad
that's what I
got
thought.
sunshine. In a bag, I'm useless. But not for long. The future is coming on. Coming on.
But I was like, you know what? I haven't listened to these guys for a while, so I started to listen to old ones.
Did you remember why you stopped listening to them?
No, I still liked it. I was like, man, these guys are good.
They're good.
I like these
But
songs.
But then you find all of those songs are just like, what? You know?
yeah, there's quite a few Gorillaz songs that you're just like, don't know about that one.
I only
Yeah.
know like 3.
Yeah.
Which is funny because you know who actually showed me the Gorillaz?
Who?
It was Cody.
Oh, I was going to say,
Oh,
was it me? Because
yeah.
I don't remember that. But I believe that.
Yeah,
'cause
no,
I
that was
like that
way
one,
back
that
in the
one
day.
song. The one you were just singing.
Clint Eastwood. Yeah.
Yeah. Weren't
But
they
actually have a new album they're doing.
I was
They,
gonna-
didn't
they
know that.
never stopped making
That's what I
music.
was
They've
going
been
to say.
putting out
Weren't they
music the
still
whole
going?
time.
Yeah.
hmm They've got awesome
Well, yeah,
videos. They're
Yeah,
so
they do.
cool.
They do, yeah.
And the videos
But,
actually have a storyline. And there's actually, if you ever get a chance to, you can look it up on YouTube, and people will actually kind of guide you through their whole story that they have
cool.
on there. It's really interesting. It's very well thought out.
I'm never going to do that, but that's cool.
Yeah, if you don't want it, that's cool. But like,
I might actually do that.
it's super cool, and I enjoyed it a lot.
I'm too busy watching Cobra Kai.
And videos on wrestling figurines. Yeah,
Yeah, videos on
important
wrestling
stuff.
figures.
Yeah.
But they actually have an album that they're like releasing a song a month. It's called Song Machine.
Oh yeah, I hate that.
What do you eat that?
I don't know. Not Periphery. Protest the Hero did that too, and it's like they put out a song, and then a month later they put out another song, and I'm like, I don't know why, but I just want a pack of music.
Wait, so they're taking like a year to release the album?
Kinda. Yeah.
Oh, that's dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you. I don't like that. Just put
See,
it
where
out.
they're doing it, they're doing like one song for like 6 months, and then at the end of that, they give you like the whole rest of the album, I think is what it is.
Isn't that just a normal album then? Like the single comes out and then the album releases?
Pretty much.
Isn't that what
well,
happens?
no. They're doing one song a month for like 6 months, and then they give you a whole bunch.
Isn't that kind of how
That makes
albums
sense.
work when they release singles and shit though?
Kind of, with extra singles.
Who's calling me? Go away.
I've
Fake.
never heard them release more than like 2 singles.
Yeah, 2 or 3
Honestly.
singles.
Yeah, like 3 usually, right?
Mhm.
Well, I mean, I
But
guess.
I don't know. I've really enjoyed it. Fuck off, Cody. You fucking.
Damn!
I
I was the one who started to shit on it, dude.
Yeah.
You're pointing the blame in the wrong direction.
I didn't even do anything.
Well, fuck you both then. I like the Gorillas.
That's fine.
Fuck you.
I like the
No,
Gorillas.
fuck you.
I showed
Fuck
you the
you.
Gorillas,
You don't like the
apparently.
Gorillas
I was
as much
saying
as me.
The format
None
in
of
which
you
they were
know them.
releasing
I
the
know
shit.
them. I know them. You don't know.
I showed them to myself.
God damn it.
No, but if
Speaking
you,
of
if
new
you
music,
get time,
though-
look up.
Can I bring up
If you get
better new music?
no, hold on. If you get time, look up the song "Pac-Man." It's really good.
Pac-Man
Okay.
Fever?
I probably will because I like the Gorillas.
I definitely won't.
And you obviously don't.
Better new music.
I
Next
like
month.
better than you. You
Don't say
even know them.
ACDC.
Next month.
It don't say ACDC.
Next month.
It's not better. It's
Oh,
the same
God.
music.
Next month, ACDC's
God damn
new
it.
album, Power Up, comes out. Hell yeah. Every song's
Gee,
the
it
same
sounds
song.
a whole
The
lot
on-
like
the
thunder
only
or
way-
something to do with electricity.
The only way that I will truly enjoy that album is if it has Mario on the cover. Because it's called Power Up.
It doesn't.
Bram, bram, bram.
You're going to like
Made
it
them-
because you like
Bram,
ACDC.
bram, bram.
I do like ACDC.
So you already like the new album, so suck a dick.
But it's
It's awesome.
But the thing
No.
is I've already known about the album for what, 20 years, as long as I've
Yeah.
known about ACDC.
But it's still awesome.
It's the same album, though.
It's amazing. The new song is so good. I already pre-ordered the vinyl.
Yeah, that
It's
song
awesome.
that they released that one time only ever, and only one song.
No, they keep releasing it.
They keep on releasing
Yeah.
a song,
They keep releasing the same song.
and they
it's
just
amazing every time.
rearranging the way that
Yeah.
it's played.
And it's great.
But it's the same song.
I love it. And the vinyl's coming, and it's red.
That's pretty cool.
It's fucking
I saw
awesome.
it. It was really cool.
I wanted the yellow one, but it sold out before I could get it.
yeah.
Because yellow's cool.
Yeah.
I
Plus
like
Power Up, it makes more sense, right?
Yeah. Well, actually, the red one matches the red one matches the album cover better.
Yeah. But
Because
I mean,
the
it's,
AC/DC letters are in red. So
So they have a red vinyl, a yellow vinyl, and then their previous vinyls are black and blue, and they're all the same vinyls. It's all the same, Cody. Your band sucks, and I hate you.
So yeah, next month the album comes out, and I'm so excited. And yes, it is always the same song, but it's good.
I mean, yes.
I don't give a good goddamn. It's amazing, and I love it.
I agree with you.
There's a lot of bands.
give a bad
Offspring,
goddamn?
always the same song.
Yeah.
Like the
A
Offspring.
moderate goddamn.
What? A moderate?
Said he doesn't give a good goddamn, so maybe he gives a bad goddamn.
Disturbed?
A bad goddamn.
Disturbed, always the same song.
Yeah.
There's a lot of bands that do the same song.
Except for Disturbed has also a lot of songs that are not good.
Yeah, but it's still, for some reason, the same, like a version of the same song. It's just
true.
a bad version of it.
Yeah.
Which is weird.
Yeah, at least AC/DC is really consistent. Every song is equally as good.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, some are like amazing
it's
versions
true.
of it.
Yeah.
And then the other ones are all really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I'm very excited.
What's your favorite version
You know,
of song?
Aaron's going to disagree with me on my favorite version of AC/DC's song. But, and it's probably not one most people say, but Razor's Edge is actually my favorite AC/DC song. I love that fucking song.
Did you hear the instant?
I knew it was going to be, but I mean, it's a great song. It's a great song, Razor's Edge. Do you even remember Razor's Edge?
Kind of. But
Yeah, you probably haven't heard it in fucking 47 years.
Yeah, it's been a while.
I love that song. I don't know why that one sticks out to me because it wasn't even a hit, but I love that song.
I like If You Want Blood.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
They're all so good.
It's so good. Plus, it has Bon Scott, and he's my man. He's my buddy.
Yeah, you're more of a Bon Scott guy. I'm more of a Brian Johnson guy. I also really like Night of the Long Knives. I go deep on AC/DC, man. I listen to the versions of songs most people don't listen to that version of that
I
song.
recognize that song name, but I don't remember.
I'm the real fan.
No, that's not what I said. I just listened to
I'm
the
the best
lesser known
AC/DC
versions of
boy
that
there
song.
ever do.
That sounds really familiar.
It's from For Those About to Rock.
Yeah.
Really good song.
Because my brain just thinks gold. I'm like,
Yeah. Well, also, the thing, like, why I know more of these songs than Aaron probably does is because I listen to almost exclusively AC/DC. And Aaron broadens out a little more than I
just
do.
a bit.
You know, I listen to AC/DC, Tech Nine. That's about it.
and then you get like flavorings of
like
periphery.
ICP
Yeah.
and the Dark Lotus and all that.
I
that
throw
you
in
used to
some
listen
other
to.
stuff. Like I listened to what is it? He Is Legend took over for a long time. I listened to like nothing but White
God,
Bat
it's so good.
because it's so good. And then I'll throw in some, you know, Ice Cube stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Dip my toe back into the ICP.
What happened to? I was gonna say, what happened to ICP and like Dark Lotus?
We
That
talked
used
about
to
it.
be.
It's
it.
just-
They're not good anymore. So I listen to their old stuff, but
And you can only listen to old music so long,
unless
you know?
it's AC/DC.
The thing is, I can't.
I could listen to them every day of my life.
I go back and I try to listen to like old Metallica, and I'm like, oh yeah, this is good, but I'm bored. You know, and I love Metallica. Like they, like fantastic. Of course, they're like one of the biggest rock bands of all time. And it's just like, yeah, but I've heard this album
you've
like,
listened to it a ton.
oh my god, so many times. You know, you
I
can
get
accept that. It's good, and just you don't want to listen to it anymore.
And I think I feel the same way about a lot of stuff other than Tech Nine and AC/DC. Those two I just keep listening to.
yeah,
I can hear the same song every day for the rest of my life, and I'm not going to get sick of it.
yeah.
Which I have.
See, I
with
haven't
AC/DC, but it's all
listened
one song.
to a lot of old like albums in a while, but when I do, I just get stuck on them, and that's all I listen to for like a month.
Yeah, you know, I've done that. You know, like Slipknot self-titled album. Every once in a while, I'll pop that back and go, "Oh yeah, that's,
Man, I
that's
haven't
right."
listened to Slipknot in so long.
So good, so good. Fucking The Used.
I got to be feeling moody.
Old
for,
school.
for Slipknot.
The Used.
That's okay. You can be wrong.
No, I wasn't saying anything bad. I was just,
This is the face of you look and your brow furrows, right?
Was
And
it the
your-
Cody judgmental face?
no, it was more.
This is it. Look at my face.
That was the face.
It was exactly that
and
face.
he's not lying, but you're misinterpreting the face because it was more like I like them, but I can't listen
do?
to them a lot.
Yeah.
I hate the newer stuff. I like one album.
I didn't.
No, I don't like the new stuff either.
I like one album.
It's okay,
and
you
I
guys
don't
could be
know
wrong.
What album that is?
Name one song off of it.
I fucking don't remember.
It's probably the self-titled. Like the first one.
older. No,
It's not ringing a bell.
no, really.
That's not ringing a bell.
So
maybe my CTE has
Or
eliminated
maybe
the used.
which one was Bird and Worm on? I can't remember.
Oh, that sounds familiar.
Oh yeah, it was fucking
Lies for the Liars.
yep.
Yeah, that
Lies of
one.
Liars.
That's the one.
Yep,
I
yep.
like that one.
That's a very good album.
That's a good one.
That one I like.
Very good album.
If you want that album but more of it, there
Cool. So these AC/DC situation.
there is literally
There's a B-side.
It's called Maybe Memories, and it's a whole nother album of the same recording session.
Oh wow!
And it's really
that
good.
album, but more of it.
Because if
That's literally what
That's
it is.
cool.
If they just recorded that at the same time, it was stuff that didn't make it onto the main
I'm
album.
gonna have to check that out.
it's so good.
Because I really like that album. I listened to that album for quite a while.
Yeah.
Because I get, like Travis said, I'll listen to one thing for fucking forever. Mm-hmm. And get
That's
just
how I
stuck
am,
on
and
it.
Alicia hates it. Like, Alicia turns on Spotify and just puts it on shuffle, and it goes through different stuff. I'm like, no.
Don't like that.
Well, I do. So I put my Spotify on shuffle too, but it's my AC/DC playlist that I made myself.
So it doesn't really count.
That's like a 4-hour playlist of AC/DC
Jesus
songs.
Christ.
So yeah. So I'm adventurous. I put
Also-
it on
Yeah. You put
Cody,
it on
Cody,
shuffle.
another
He shuffles.
Gorillaz song that I'm sure that you'll like because it's an old one and it's really good. Listen to All Alone when you get a minute.
All Alone. Is that one of those Cranking It songs?
Oh, you can crank it.
You
Yeah,
can
can
crank
that one.
I do like
Crank it.
the Gorillaz song. I remember.
You're accentuating that Z, aren't you?
Gorillaz.
Zzz.
You have
Gorillaz.
to. Double the Z, double the flavor.
Double the Z,
Okay.
double the flavor.
They're cooler now because
Yeah.
it's more Z's.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So, Aaron, did you have a thing? You said you had
Oh,
a thing.
yeah.
I did.
You do.
On the last subject of
that's
music,
no.
though, I've been listening to Dillinger Escape Plan, which I've
I
always
just
kind of
lose-
written off as like just the sound of like
Conversation?
craziness, which they are.
The sound of craziness.
Yeah, just like if you
Hello?
wanted to jump inside the mind of Psychosis and listen to
Right
what
then,
music
that
comes
The
out.
wrestler?
No, not the wrestler.
Okay.
Like that's definitely what their music is, but it's good.
Is that what you were listening to
Yeah,
this morning?
just absolute insanity.
There was a lot of noise.
It was a lot of noise,
Yeah.
but it's just like it's. I guess that they call it mathcore, which I hate that name.
Mathcore?
Yeah, because like they actually do have really intricate time signatures in there that they like
What happened?
weave into this musical craziness.
Did I
Yeah,
lose?
There was not a lot of
they-
groove happening.
no,
I noticed.
there's not much groove in,
By
in
not
their
a lot,
songs.
I mean there was
They
zero
lost
groove happening
Yep.
in that song I heard.
just crazy. But there's also a song called Black Bubblegum, which is groovy and is really cool. And they're just a really diverse band. And I never got to appreciate them before because I've heard their name for a long time. And I was like, because I heard like one song of theirs and it was just like complete craziness. I'm like, I'm not into that, you know. But now you appreciate the couple of groovy songs that they have, like Black Bubblegum and what's the other one?
love
Milk Lizard. And yes, it's called Milk Lizard.
Good things.
And it's you kind of get into it. It's like dipping a toe. You know, you dip a toe into the music, and then you can start to pop into these songs like Prancer, and that song's like heavy as shit and crazy, and you can kind of like start to appreciate the crazy. It's like just trying to
Yep,
very
they're
slightly
gone.
give yourself an
Okay.
edge to get into there, and I'm really enjoying it.
Milk Lizard.
Milk Lizard.
They're
But
all
if you guys ever
gone.
get a chance, the one song, if you listen to nothing else, just check out Black
I might
Bubblegum
check that out actually.
because it's very, very good.
But you do listen to some things that I would classify as like just guitar sounds.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
This
you
isn't
have
one of
to-
them.
I feel like you have to be a guitarist to appreciate those things.
Yes, absolutely.
Because I listen to it and I'm like, noisy guitar noise sounds. And you're like, oh, that's cool. That's unique what he's doing here. And I'm like, I don't know what's happening.
Yeah. This isn't that case though.
Okay.
It's music as music.
Because who's that one guy you listen to that's just a lot of noise, guitar sounds, and weirdness?
Bumblefoot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That guy's weird.
Yeah.
His music's so
He's
weird.
one of my
Did Travis
favorite.
die?
I don't know. Trav?
Oh, shit.
Well, I mean, we're still carrying this podcast.
Well, yeah, it's fine. But what happened to...
What?
Uh-oh. Did something fail?
God.
This is a good last 20 minutes of the podcast. Very entertaining.
Fucked up over here.
No internet access. Oh, shit.
Oh, internet went out, huh?
We're good.
Oh yeah, it's everything.
Okay.
Well, that's good.
Right. Restart my router real quick. Let Trav know what happened.
Yeah, I'm telling him. Stop it. Holy fuck.
What?
8 million messages.
Oh, God. Whee! Internet dead. I don't think so.
Die is hard net wet.
We'll see if it comes back.
Well, that sucks.
It does suck. Because we still had 20 minutes to go.
Yeah.
And I hadn't even gotten to my story yet.
I know. We're about to get there. It's the big finale.
The finale.
I hope it's interesting.
It's not that interesting.
Oh, shit.
What? No, don't do this to me.
What?
I only saw part of the title. It says, Great Scott, see Ben Stiller audition from, oh, okay, it's an old thing. Okay.
Back to the Future thing?
Yeah, I thought that they were like rebooting it. I'm like, don't you fucking do this to me. Don't you
You
fucking.
can't reboot a movie.
No.
I never understood why they remake good movies.
Yeah, that's
Just remake
stupid.
the bad ones.
Yeah. Or the ones that were just like, man, that could have been better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stop remaking the ones that everybody loves. It's going to be a no-go.
Yeah, it's kind of looking that way. Fuck Nuggets.
So sleepy.
Damn, usually my internet's like super consistent too. Like, not particularly fast, but always there.
Yeah, it's never gone out before.
Nope.
Nope, doesn't work.
I just hopped onto my router on my phone, and it's like, oh, am I supposed to be connected? Shit, there I am.
That was a good 10 minutes of silence.
Right. It was 5.
Oh, I kept recording.
Me too. We're all still going to be perfectly synced up. I'm really glad that we did that. Well,
I just wasn't
Neither
sure
of
if
us
I
stopped
should, but
recording.
I was like, fuck it.
Okay, I'm back in.
Sweet.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, so we shouldn't have to resync anything. We should.
Nope.
Good.
We'll be perfect. Perfect, like a perfect little peach with the fuzz and the juiciness.
I'm a fan of that. I'm not a fan of what's happening. Are we going to continue, or what are we doing here?
Yeah.
You're just going to creep me out.
Yes. Yeah. Noises.
Welcome to Noises.
Welcome to the Noise Cast.
Welcome to Arresting Noise Melody. My name's Aaron, and I have long hair.
That is what Aaron sounds like. Every time I see him, he's like, "Hi, I have long hair still."
Yes. Hello.
He does it every time.
I am much of the long-hairedness.
Why the zoom? Fucking dicks.
Just
Fuck.
constant.
What'd you just say to me?
Dicks.
Zoom, zoom. Zoom, zoom is what I said. It was zoom, zoom.
If you never do that again, I will give you money.
All right, shall we?
All right,
into
I will
your
never do
story?
that again. I expect money soon.
Yeah. PayPal it.
Do you have Venmo?
All right, so I don't remember where I was.
We had just
You
finished
were
our
in
music
Pahrump,
talk.
Nevada with the thing.
So just you can go into your.
Oh man, I was hoping to complete the. There was a musica fucking conversation that we were having.
I feel like we finished that.
Pretty much. I know. It's just we're gonna have to like cut into it in a weird way, but oh well.
It's fine. Music is good.
I was
AC/DC.
asking
There
if
we go.
Aaron had a thing
caught up.
that he wanted to talk about because he said he did have a thing.
Oh, that's how long ago you got cut out? Shit. Because I started a whole nother conversation after that. And me and Cody were just talking to each other for a while.
Oh, that's all still there.
It is
That's
still
usually
there.
what happens is I just kind of watch. You know?
That's not true, you big stupid.
Jeez.
Don't worry, when fucking World of Warcrafts comes out with the next World of Warcrafts, you'll talk
You'll
about
be
it.
all like,
That stream made me so bad.
See? He tried to stream
was
it,
so mad.
but there was no new content.
Well, yeah, because they're like, oh, it's pre-patch day. We're coming out with a pre-patch. It's zombie invasion and stuff like that. They're like, well, actually, it's just the pre-patch so you can go have new character customization. Other than that, there's nothing.
oh,
Yeah, he started a stream and it was like 10 minutes of him being frustrated.
like what's here? There's nothing new.
Nothing. There's nothing.
What a bunch
Not a
of
goddamn
shit.
thing.
We still haven't gotten the goddamn WoW cups at my work. People keep coming in and asking. It's pissing me off.
I'm surprised people are asking.
A lot of people.
Nerds. No.
Okay.
Okay. So, we'll move on to a section that I'd like to call, and it's going to be the first installment of Adventures in Motorcycling. So anyone who's ever owned an old motorcycle almost definitely has had this experience. Has definitely had this
Good old
experience.
motorcycle.
Shit breaks. It's what happens, you know.
Turns out, things break.
Go figure. You know, it's 35 years old. It's gonna have some issues.
My bike is 35 years old.
1985.
Wow. That's
Right.
an old bike.
It's cool.
You should get a new one.
I probably am. I think I'm gonna get Jess a motorcycle. I'm very excited for her.
I'm going to get a reminder cycle.
I am.
Gonna get a motorcycle.
I'm gonna get her a Kawasaki Vulcan, and it's gonna be like nerve pinch.
Yeah.
But
Paint Spock on the gas tank.
God, it's so terrible. I do need to get like some tiny little reference.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need
it's
something.
It's gonna be great.
What's the hand thing that he does?
It's a nerve pinch.
Yeah, but doesn't he do like a greeting thing with his fingers?
Oh yeah.
That one.
Yeah, it's the
Live long and
vagina
prosper.
fingers.
Vagina fingers.
Live
Just
long
put
and
that
prosper.
on the gas tank.
Because someone needs to yell nerd at me now. Because I'm like, yeah, I know how to do the
I mean, we're all nerds here. It's okay.
It's okay. Oh, yes.
I just never watched the Star Trek.
Yeah.
I hated it when people called it that.
Star Trek?
Track.
Oh, instead of Trek?
Yeah.
Yeah. I can see that. But, you know,
Isn't that what it's called? It's a Star Trek.
Track. It's
Track?
not a track of stars.
there's like a C before the K, and then an A before the C.
And then a Q.
Okay. So what about your motorcycle?
Anyway, I was working on the carburetor because anything that's carbureted, you always have to work on the carburetor because that's what you do.
Of course, because
Right.
I know carburetors.
But I'm sitting there, and there's only like 3 screws on there, right? And the 3 screws that do stuff that make it do either better or less better.
The screes. I can't say it.
Oh, God, do you know motorcycle stuff? The 3 screws to do this.
But
Scree threes.
the 2 important ones that are going on right now, there's one that controls the idle, and then there's the other one that's a mixture, right? So I'm sitting there, I'm tweaking on the thing for a little bit. I'm like, okay, I think I've got it to a spot where I feel pretty confident with what's going on here. And so I take it from my little section that I try to keep it away from like other houses so people don't have to hear, the motorcycle revving, which is so fucking obnoxious.
It really is.
So I literally drive the motorcycle away from my house to where I know there's no houses and people don't have to listen to that. And then so I tweak on it for a little bit, and then I drive around and I'm like, hey, this is run pretty good. And I'm like, all right, cool. And then I'm over by where the golf course is. No one understands this but Cody. But I'm over by where the golf course is, and then I turn on the street that comes back towards my house. And as I turn, I go to grab the clutch, and I hear a click, and then the clutch just goes dead. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, oh, fun.
Oh,
that's
so
probably not
I'm
good.
in first gear, and my clutch handle is just like flopping. And it's just like, oh, that's not going to do shit now, I'm at. So, first gear goes from like, probably 1 to like maybe 15 miles an hour if you're like, and so I'm sitting there going like 5, and I got 2 stop signs I gotta go
Nice.
to, and I can't stop, right? Because I have no clutch. If I go to brake, the
I wish
bike
I
will
could have
stall.
seen you
Right.
doing this.
And I'm like, oh shit. So I pull up to the first stop sign, and of course, the very first stop sign, there's a guy in a Jeep who's pulling up right as I'm about to get there. So I wave at the guy, and he like gives me a weird look, and then I like grab my clutch, and I'm like, I can't do anything about it. I can't. So, and he kind of gives me like a like I understand kind of wave back, and I just kind of cruise to the intersection. Luckily he wasn't turning or anything like that.
Yeah.
And I limp my happy ass all the way home. It's just one of those things like, oh shit. You're like, what do? It's just you kind of go back. I was just like really lucky that I wasn't like, oh, this thing's running awesome. Let's go fucking on a trip or some shit, But I've been watching a lot of YouTube channels to do with motorcycling, so I can kind of absorb the culture, but not the bad culture, because there's a lot of bad culture and a lot of douchey guys out there who ride motorcycles. They're just like, oh yeah, you got to be like 300 pounds and you're fucking, I don't know.
Why? So here's the thing.
Why?
Why are bikers considered to be tough when they're all just overweight and old and douchey?
Because the Hells Angels were a thing back in the 80s, and
So because
that's
like 10
permeated.
dudes were tough, then everybody that rides a bike is?
I guess.
Because they're basically like, what's the difference between a group of old fat guys that all dress up and wear their vests and ride their bikes, between like that and people that go to Comic-Con? Like, there's no difference.
There isn't.
But people think the people that go to Comic-Con aren't tough.
They're-
But bikers, people are scared of.
Yeah.
They're just douchebags that dress up together. I hate bikers.
They're not all douchebags, but there's
Most.
a lot of them out there. But you got to say,
Aren't
in the
they,
same
though?
in the same vein,
They do.
in the same vein though, there's a lot of douches in Comic-Con too, like a ton of douche.
Oh, yeah. I
All
just don't know why the perception is that bikers are like these tough, you don't want to mess with a biker.
Right.
I'll kick the fuck out of a biker.
It's mostly Harley culture. It's just Harley culture because I'm
Maybe it's because they're stabby boys.
Yeah, they might be
They have,
stabby, but
those
like I would
switchblades.
beat the shit out of a biker.
Sure.
I've seen them.
yeah.
They can't move.
But there's also like a
They
subculture
gotta
of
jump on their bikes to
non-Harley
move.
riders who are just dudes who ride motorcycles.
Yeah. No, I know that. I'm just more like upset at the perception of bikers, I guess.
Yeah.
People just see a bike and they're like, oh, that guy's badass.
Yeah.
No, he's fat. And he plays dress up with his friends.
I don't disagree.
Yeah, thanks.
I don't.
Sorry, I had to get that off my chest. Breaking news. I was
Aaron, are
mad
you
about
fat and
something.
play dress up with your friends?
What's
Not
that?
Aaron. I'm saying like the perception. I'm not saying actual bikers are all that way. That's what I'm saying. The perception is that they're tough, but
dressed
a lot of them are just idiots.
If you see me on my Harley, I'm like I'm a skinny, and the bike is massive in comparison to
you
me.
don't
right?
look like one of the guys that I would be like, oh, that guy's a fucking douchebag.
Right. I will. For one, I wear a full face helmet. Unlike the guy that just wear a skull cap. I was like, that's all I need.
Or the one with the little spike on the top. Those are my favorite.
I don't know. Do those guys still exist?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they come into Carl's.
Oh, fun.
Their little vest on that says like fucking lieutenant or something. I don't know. Stupid dumb shit. It makes me mad.
Yeah, I totally understand.
Go ahead. I don't know why I'm so mad.
But yeah, like, and I don't get those guys too, because like they'll ride in like shorts and like just a t-shirt, and I'm like, that's such a fucking bad idea. If you went down
Yeah.
for any reason. For one, if you fell on the exhaust side, it's gonna like literally
That
burn
would
through
burn
all of your
tits
skin.
right off.
And then like obviously you'd slide a little bit and all of this skin would be gone.
Yeah.
And they don't wear a full face helmet, so like their face would go into the concrete or
I think they buy
the
into their
asphalt.
own perception.
Yeah.
They buy into the fact that they're badass, but they're not.
No.
You know, they're wearing fucking khakis.
Yeah, and I'm going to get myself some too, but I got Jess a
khakis?
Khakis?
No. Yeah, I got to get some
I love that
khakis.
we both were like khakis.
I got Jess a jacket because she rides on the bike with me. But the jacket is also not only like super tear resistant, but it's actually got like armor built into it to like elbows and shoulders and on the back, everything. Oh, nice. So it helps like if we did go down for some reason, like it's actually protected, you know? And
that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
But there's all kinds of people that are like, oh, that's for bitches.
Yeah. And that's
like,
stupid.
People that go to the gym and refuse to use the little pad on the fucking squat bar. Oh, it's a bitch pad. No,
Are you
I
serious?
just don't want like bruises on my bike.
People do that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, fuck yeah.
That would hurt.
Yeah. Well, you know, it actually does.
Oh, Aaron.
No. Okay, so if you're in like normal squat position, it hurts like a bitch because it's like right on your spine. But there's like, I do low bar.
Yeah.
And on low bar, like your traps are kind of there. So that
It's
you don't
still
need it.
uncomfortable though.
Yeah, it definitely is a little uncomfortable, but because I don't use it, not because I'm a Billy Badass over here or anything, but because that thing sets the bar up like an extra half inch, and I don't have as much shoulder mobility with that, so it's a lot more comfortable for me to not have it on there.
If you're doing it that way, the pad kind of gets in the way. But I don't get these guys that like think that they're tough because they don't put a pad on a bar.
It's stupid.
It's like, oh, you're a fucking badass because you're not using things that people have come up with to make things better.
Yeah.
Like,
It's like so very obvious too.
you're
It's like,
so tough, dude. Enjoy your bruises on your fucking back.
right.
Idiots.
Fucking dumb.
Yeah.
People are stupid.
Those are probably the same people that ride fucking motorcycles and tank
with
tops
no gear. Yeah. You guys are dumb.
in a Speedo.
Fucking
In a Speedo.
in a Speedo. Could you imagine some dude just riding around just a Speedo? That'd be hilarious.
I don't know why, but the first person that came to mind was Juji. That's something Juji would do.
It totally is. It totally is. And Tom would be wearing like a onesie or something like
Yeah,
that.
something fucking ridiculous. Jorts.
Jorts. God.
Well, that's fun. I'm glad you didn't die.
Yeah, I like not dying.
Yeah.
It's an enjoyable experience.
Travis, how do you feel about not dying?
You know, it's debatable some days.
Debatable.
Some days it is.
Yeah.
But that's a little too real.
But I did just
now
get,
you're just being
I
depressing.
got new tires on my motorcycle, and I feel a lot better about that. And the tires actually look black instead of like crusty old gray.
That's good.
Yeah. Yeah. You know,
Stretching. But you made me laugh.
Crusty old.
Crusty old gray.
crusty old gray.
What color do you want this in? Crusty old gray?
Please, with extra texture, you know?
Make it look like it's falling apart.
Yeah, flaky, you know?
Oh my god.
Flaky.
You don't want your tires to be flaky. That's not good. You got your clutch falling off. You got flaky tires.
It's good. It's
Oh,
good. It's what
boy.
you get with a 35-year-old bike.
Yeah, don't have that. Why do you have that?
I enjoy it.
Okay.
I do.
Fair enough. I didn't feel too strongly about it, so I was like, fine. That's cool though.
Yeah,
That's cool.
it's fun for me. Plus, I like tweaking on a bike. I've always kind of had this thing where I really want to get a car that could be worked on like with me and my dad, and I've always wanted to get a Supra, but those are like fucking $20,000 for something that doesn't even run.
Okay.
Because
Really?
after Fast and the Furious
Why?
came out,
Oh, fuck.
yeah, exactly. Any of the engines that are 2JZ are just fucking stupid.
Instantly.
Everybody
So
was like, "That's a
expensive.
cool car."
Yeah. And then
God.
and then the problem is that they go out there and they run it to shit, and then the engine gets blown, and then they're still like, oh well, it's still a Supra,
Yeah.
so you got to pay the money because it's a Supra.
gotta pay the monies.
Because of what it is. Even though it
Travis sounded
Yeah, you
like one of the bullies in like a Nickelodeon cartoon show.
But
That was the goal. I'm glad I met that.
Oh, good.
nailed
Good
it.
job. You're good
There
at
isn't a second option though. Lexus made a car called the SC300 that has the same engine in it that was made around the same time. There is a couple of, for anyone who's watching who actually knows these fucking engines. Yes, I know that there's a little bit of differences on there. Okay, I do know about these cars, but.
You don't want the internet to come at you.
Yeah, it's like
Actually,
look,
you made it different.
I know that the 2JZ engine has like multiple versions, and this one isn't ported the same way. Okay, I get it, right? But it's still
Actually.
excuse me, sir.
And that's how they type too up here. They have it right in their face, the keyboard.
Yeah.
Actually, you're stupid. I know everything. My dad invented engines.
Actually.
There's always that guy.
Yeah.
I watched the Fast and the Furious twice.
I wrote the Fast and the Furious.
But that car
I
would
saw
be a
Gone
lot
in
of
60
fun.
seconds, which is unrelated.
God in 60 seconds. Holy shit. I haven't heard that movie referenced in 48 years.
Right.
That's like Aaron's favorite.
Oh, shit.
Aaron loves Gone in 60 seconds.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
Big fan? I don't think I've ever seen it.
I wouldn't say like a huge fan, but I enjoyed the movie a lot. Yeah.
Compared to Speed?
Nah, it's not even on the same level.
You're like, no, fuck you. You get real serious.
Speed, guys. Okay. I don't care.
Going for distance. It's going for speed. Speed.
I don't know why, but for some reason that is like our theme song when we play Fall Guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cake. Yeah, we listen to Cake when we
We're
play
big
Fall
Cake guys. Oh, shit.
But
Anywho,
anyway,
engine things.
yeah, it was. I think that if I could ever find a SC300 that's reasonably priced, because usually they're only like $3,000 or $4,000 or something like that. So for an old car, it makes sense. But because it's got that engine in there, it's like you pay $20,000 for a Supra, or you pay like $3,000 for the 2JZ fucking SC300, and it's a Lexus, so they're kind of nice on the inside, you know. And it'd be a fun
it's
car.
A Lexus.
Lexuses are nice versions of Toyotas. What's the issue here?
There's no issue. It just
You don't remember that? Okay, this is an example of the inside joke thing. When I was shopping around when I was going to buy my Toyota, we went to a dealership, and it was this bro dude that was like, "Yeah, bro, dude,
Bro, dude, yeah.
oh, bro,
Okay.
dude.
Fair enough, yeah. Oh, bro,
and
dude.
I was trying to find a car, and I told him my price range, and I told him like what I was looking for, and he's like, "Bro, dude, I got the car for you." And he takes me over to their secondary lot, so you know it's gonna be good.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
And he's
That's
like,
where they keep the good ones.
and he shows me this car, and he's like, "All right, so it's got 350,000 miles.
Oh my god. But it's
The
a
clutch
Lexus.
doesn't work, and the clutch doesn't work, and none of the seats have anything on them. But dude, it's a Lexus.
The engine is just a
Dude.
picture of an engine, but it's a Lexus.
Yeah, he's like, dude, it's a Lexus.
And working in sales, I know exactly why he's trying to sell you that car is because he bought it in some trade,
Yeah.
and he's like fucked on it, so he needs to get it sold. what was he trying
like,
to
"Oh,
sell
God,
you it
I've never
for? Like, how much was he
It was
asking
like
for?
it was like 7-8 grand.
Fuck that.
But
And
bro,
it was
it's a
it was in
Lexus.
such poor consistency. Yeah, but dude, it's a
Bro, dude.
But dude, it's a Lexus.
Dude, bro, man.
And he said it just like that. He's like, but dude, and like I started laughing a little bit, and Alicia I think caught on to this.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay, thank you. I think we're gonna go look somewhere else. And he's like, oh, but you haven't even taken it out for a test drive yet. I'm like, you said the clutch doesn't work. He's like, yeah, but you can take it out for
Yeah, but
You
do
could
it.
like start it. Actually, no. If the clutch doesn't work, that it might not start.
It's like, bro, dude, I could push you around in the parking lot and make rooming and noises.
He
It's
just
like,
gets a jukebox.
bro, it's a Lexus.
He gets a little boombox and he puts it in the car with like car noises in there. It's like,
Just make pretend.
and the samples are like from a fucking Big Block 350.
Oh,
It's like,
my
it's like that's not anything of what this car would sound like.
He's like,
"Do you
this is
feel
what
the
it could sound
power?"
like if you bought this car.
Do you guys have patience for people like that?
No.
Like, what do you?
No,
how did
that's
you
why
handle it?
I kind of got like to the point where like I was just awkward and I was kind of laughing. And so I was like, okay, thank you, but I don't think this is something that we're going to be interested in. And he's like, bro. And I'm like, no, we need to leave. And like, he wouldn't leave it alone.
Of course, he's a car
right?
salesman.
And so eventually it just got to the point where we're like, okay, I have got to go. Goodbye. You know, like,
Yeah, I just ignore people and
it's
walk
just
away.
one of those weird, awkward situations that you never want to find yourself in. And once you find yourself in it, you're like, oh, damn it.
Yeah.
It's this.
I have fun
We're doing
with
this
people
today, aren't we?
You know, and that's kind of funny too, because I've always thought like I would have loved to have seen my dad like in his 20s when he was like deep into the car sales, because I know he's not a dick, but I also know he was a really good salesman. It's just I want to see him in action.
Yeah,
you know,
well, you don't fucking go up, dude, bro, man. Let me get you in this Lexus,
although
bro.
my dad was living in California, you know, in what would that be, the 80s?
Yeah.
You know, and he might have been the epitome of 6'7" dude, bro.
We'll see, but California in the 80s is
Was he a
not
dude? Was
Idaho
he a dude, bro?
in 2020 or whatever year
Right.
this was.
Yeah.
So like maybe that fits in the 80s in California, but now some guy like, dude, bro, man, dude, yo.
It's a different thing.
Yeah,
And-
it's not okay.
no, my dad wasn't a dude, bro, but
I can't picture your dad being a dude, bro.
But
I would love your dad to be a dude, bro. I want to see this.
I mean, you know, there are times, you know, when he gets a little dude broy when he's hanging out with the fellas.
Dye his hair blonde.
I don't think he ever did that.
I would love to see that.
But I do know that there was a point in time where he was in really good shape and he was hanging out with a bunch of friends I've seen. Well, no, I haven't seen pictures, but I've heard him talk about it and whatnot.
I've heard about the pictures.
Very obviously, you know, like me and the boys, you
The
know,
boys.
me and the boys. And, you know, I would have very much liked to have seen that. Very, very much.
God, things are like way different now.
Yeah.
Because like this is the boys right now.
Mm-hmm.
All of us with headphones.
Yep. In a podcast.
Yeah.
This is the
Talking
boys.
about
the boys.
bullshit on the internet.
This is how the boys hang out. I wonder if Bernie hangs out like this with his boys. Who's Bernie's boys?
Oh, Bernie's boys? You haven't heard about Bernie's boys?
No, I haven't heard about Bernie's boys. Who are Bernie's boys?
I have no idea.
Is Nancy Pelosi Bernie's boys?
She's like the leader of the Bernie boys.
She's the Bernie. She's Bernie? Wait a minute.
She is
Yeah,
Bernie.
Bernie's not the leader. He doesn't support the Bernie boys. It's an unaffiliated group.
God. I guess on that note,
You know what time it
yeah,
is.
They just use his likeness.
Yeah, there's a big ugly
a
lawsuit
license.
happening right now.
we hope that you've enjoyed this, and if you did, of course,
I
like
wonder
this
if that'll
video
be a part
and
of the next debate.
rate 5 stars where you can, which is
I heard that was
nowhere.
going to be the main
How will we
topic.
handle?
And you guys,
Right,
just,
how will we
you guys
handle
have
the
a
Bernie
great
Boys? Yeah.
week, and we will definitely see you in
I
the
think it's
next
going to be the
one.
whole
Maybe
90
that's when-
minutes on the Bernie boys.
Maybe that's when the Great
Bye-bye.
Pumpkin will finally release our stimulus.
Bye.
The Great Pumpkin.
The Great Pumpkin.
It'll be a Halloween present. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.